Imagine this. You're scrolling through listings for your dream home in Toronto, Vancouver, or Calgary, and suddenly, poof, it's gone. The listing is canceled, leaving buyers frustrated, sellers uncertain, and investors scratching their heads. In July alone, more than 1 in 5 Canadian home listings were canceled, a record-breaking volume that signals deep shifts in the housing market. This isn't just a number on a chart, it's a story of confidence, affordability, and strategy. Sellers are pulling homes off the market in record amounts, but the big question is, why now? And what does it mean for you, whether you're buying, selling, or investing? Let's break down the forces driving this surge in canceled listings, what it reveals about the state of Canadian real estate, and how you can navigate this shifting landscape. 1. The rise of the canceled listing. Historically, Canadian housing markets, especially in hot urban hubs like Toronto and Vancouver, have been characterized by quick sales, bidding wars, and a sense of urgency. But in 2025, we're seeing a flip. 22.5% of home listings were canceled in July, the highest proportion on record. This trend reflects a shift in power dynamics. Sellers, once in control, are now facing buyers who are more cautious, more price-sensitive, and less willing to stretch their budgets. 2. Why are sellers canceling? A. Unrealistic price expectations. Many sellers are listing their properties at pandemic-era highs, expecting bidding wars to push values even further. But today's buyers, facing high living costs, are not willing to play that game. Instead of slashing their asking price, sellers are simply pulling listings and waiting for better times. B. Rising inventory. New completions and more properties coming online mean buyers have more options. With supply loosening, sellers who can't stand out are withdrawing. C. Economic uncertainty. Interest rate fluctuations, inflation concerns, and global economic headwinds create uncertainty. Sellers may believe holding on to their property is safer than accepting what they view as a lowball offer. D. Strategic waiting. Some homeowners are intentionally waiting for interest rates to fall further. With rates now hovering in the mid-6% range, optimism is brewing that cheaper financing will lure buyers back, driving prices higher again. 3. Regional hotspots of cancellations. Not all markets are equal. Toronto and GTA. High-end homes are seeing the most cancellations, as buyers resist million-dollar-plus listings in suburbs that were once red-hot. Vancouver. Luxury condos are lingering, with sellers often pulling them if investor interest stalls. Calgary and Edmonton. Though still relatively affordable, rising supply has led to more cautious buyers, especially in newer suburban builds. Mid-sized cities. In places like Hamilton, Halifax, and Winnipeg, canceled listings are spiking as demand cools after years of overheated growth. 4. What does this mean for buyers? Canceled listings are both a challenge and an opportunity. Frustration factor. Buyers searching diligently may feel discouraged when potential homes disappear. Opportunity. Window. Cancellations often reappear later, sometimes at reduced prices. Patience can pay off if you track withdrawn properties and strike when sellers relist with lower expectations. Negotiation leverage. The fact that sellers are canceling rather than accepting lower offers shows they're under pressure. Buyers who stay disciplined and firm can land better deals. 5. What does this mean for sellers? For sellers, the surge in cancellations is a wake-up call. Overpricing is risky. Pricing above market value often leads to wasted time and eventual delisting. Market has shifted. Buyers are no longer desperate. They're selective. Sellers need to highlight unique features, offer incentives, or embrace realistic pricing. Patience versus action. Holding out might work, but it comes with risk. If the market continues cooling, waiting could mean lower, not higher, prices down the road. 6. The investor's perspective. Investors face a balancing act. On one hand, canceled listings signal uncertainty and softening demand, potential red flags. On the other hand, opportunity lies in distress. Rental market strength. Even if properties aren't selling, rental demand remains high, particularly in urban centers with tight housing supply. Investors may find value in acquiring relisted properties at a discount and renting them out. Flipping risks. The days of quick flips for massive gains are waning. Investors now need to think long-term, focusing on stable rental income and sustainable growth. Commercial real estate contrast. While residential sellers pull back, commercial markets like office conversions and REIT acquisitions are showing resilience. This divergence suggests investors may need to diversify strategies. 7. The bigger picture. Confidence and affordability. The canceled listings trend highlights a deeper reality. Canada's housing market is stuck in a confidence crisis. Buyers lack confidence that current prices reflect true value. Sellers lack confidence they'll get a fair return if they accept today's offers. Policymakers struggle with balancing immigration, housing supply, and affordability. At its core, canceled listings show the mismatch between what sellers want and what buyers can realistically afford. Until that gap closes, through falling prices, rising wages, or cheaper borrowing, the tug-of-war will continue. 8. Looking ahead. So, where is this heading? If rates drop further, some canceled listings may come back, and buyers may re-engage. If economic uncertainty persists, more sellers could delay, tightening supply even as demand softens. If housing construction lags, affordability challenges will remain, ensuring high cancellations as expectations clash with reality. Ultimately, the canceled listings trend is a symptom of a broader market adjustment, one moving away from the frenzy of the past decade and toward a slower, more balanced environment. So, the next time you see a listing vanish overnight, don't just feel disappointed. Read between the lines. Canceled listings are more than disappearing homes. They're signals of a shifting housing market where buyers and sellers are locked in a chess game. Now I want to hear from you. Have you been searching for a home and seen listings pulled before you could make an offer? Are you a seller debating whether to wait for better conditions or price competitively now? Or maybe you're an investor wondering if this is the calm before the storm, or the opportunity of a lifetime. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's unpack this trend together. Because whether you're buying, selling, or investing, canceled listings aren't just numbers in a report, they're shaping the future of Canadian real estate.